Well, Danny, first of all, let's reflect on Tuesday night. How much do you think that 0-0 draw was a good advert for League One?
Yeah, I thought it was a good advert for the division. I was actually really pleased with our performance. Probably up to the final action. I thought we got into a lot of good areas. Need to improve our crossing, the quality of our crossing, and also just be a little bit more ruthless and clinical in and around the goal. Having said that, I think their goalkeeper, who's rightly man of the match, had an exceptional evening and was probably the ultimate reason why we didn't win the game. But there was a lot to like in the performance, and we know that if we can replicate that and play with that level of intensity, that level of energy, that aggression and that purpose, then we'll win a lot of football matches at this level.
Was that really the only thing that you need to work on from Tuesday night? It's just that final action?
Yeah, I think so. I think the final action and maybe the action before the final action, if that makes any sense, and definitely set pieces. We have to carry more threat in that moment. It's something that we're working relentlessly hard towards. We've got some good routines now, and actually in training they've looked good, but we've now got to try to bring those to match day.
Looking ahead to Morecambe, what are you expecting from them? They obviously had a heavy defeat against Sunderland in their previous game.
Yeah, they're a good team. I think they've had a really good start to the season. Obviously, maybe a couple of disappointing results more recently. Promoted last season, very, very organised team last year. Against the ball, very compact, no gaps. Defended very well and gave themselves lots of opportunities on the counter, and for me, probably the most organised team in the division last year. This year they've been able to carry that momentum forward. They obviously carry goal threat at the top end of the pitch. A mix between systems. Have played a 4-4-2, also played a 4-3-3. At times have been a 3-5-2 as well. So they've got some flexibility and some versatility in that respect as well, and actually just have a really nice balance to their play. They've got a direct option. They can play into and up to Cole Stockton, but they also have good midfield rotation and can play through the thirds as well. So a good team. As we know in this division, no easy games. The difference between the teams at the top to the teams at the bottom is minuscule. So there's nothing in it. So we know that we're going to have to be at the best version of ourselves if we want to get on the right side of the result come Saturday.
And in terms of team news, what's the latest in regards to injuries?
Well, it's still a challenge. Definitely the biggest challenge in my career in terms of injury and unavailability. We still have some illness around the group, unfortunately. Obviously in a 3-game week. We have some options at the top end of the pitch, but very little flexibility anywhere else. But it is what it is. We've done really, really well in recent times in finding solutions. And I think, if you're the pessimist, you see the difficulty in every opportunity. Whereas if you're the optimist, you see the opportunity in every difficulty. And we're certainly optimistic, and we're going to find a way. And this is what we have to do. And if we can find a way of getting the right side of what is going to be a very tough game on Saturday, I think it would have been a really productive week for us to take 4 points and keep our unbeaten run going in the league.
It's something that shows how well you've been dealing with those challenges, which is that you've won the November Manager of the Month award. How pleased are you to pick up that accolade?
Well, I think I just accept it, Nicky and I, on behalf of everybody associated with the club. Certainly the players and the staff and our brilliant supporters. We wouldn't have achieved it without them. Pleased to accept it. I think it's been a good month. It's been a tough month, certainly off the pitch, but we've had a really good run of results. And what we now need to do, we have got some momentum. We're finding a way, and we're gaining confidence and belief as a consequence of finding a way, and we need to maintain that going into December.
Thank you, Danny.
Pleasure.